Is there anything sadder than an orphaned baby bear cub? This cub's world was his mother, until one day she was killed by poachers. He was incredibly sad for a while, and now he's finally found happiness in the most unexpected place. Mowgli the bear cub was the definition of a mama's boy. His mom was his entire world, and he loved being around her. Mowgli and his mother had a wonderful bond. Mowgli's mother truly loved him, and she would show him time and time again. When poor Mowgli was tired, his mother would offer him rides around on her back. However, her love didn't end there. Whenever Mowgli was hungry, his mother would be right there to nurse him. They spent a lot of time together, and Mowgli was very attached to his mother. Then, something tragic occurred. After spending 10 wonderful weeks together, tragedy struck the pair. One day, Mowgli's mom decided to stray away from the Sanjay Dubri National Park with Mowgli on her back. Mowgli's mother was in search of food, and she decided to stray away from the safety of the national park. That's when she walked into a trap set up by poachers and was instantly electrocuted. The electric volts hit the mama bear and instantly paralyzed her. By the time forest officials reached the pair, Mowgli's mother was no longer alive. However, they saw an even sadder sight upon arrival. When forest officials saw the pair, it was a truly heartbreaking sight. There was little Mowgli clinging to his mother's lifeless body. He absolutely refused to let go. Mowgli's story was one that had us all in tears. Arinta Sandila, press officer for Wildlife SOS, told the dodo. He miraculously survived, despite minor burns on his forehead and back. Mowgli was immediately rushed over to Wildlife SOS's Agra Bear Rescue Facility. There, they began to treat Mowgli for the injuries that he sustained from the electric shock. The process of getting better involved months of feeding Mowgli special milk formula. Even though Mowgli was incredibly small, he had a fighter spirit and continued to persevere throughout the next few months. Finally, after 1 year, Mowgli has been doing much better. He is healthy, happy, and spends his days exploring around the sanctuary. Everyone at the national park is so happy for him. Young Mowgli's transformation since then has been tremendous, Sandia said. He has grown much stronger with the constant care of his keepers and his veterinarians, along with healthy and nutritious food that he gobbles with gusto. Mowgli has also grown quite fond of swimming in the sanctuary. However, nothing can compare to his absolute favorite toy that brings him the most happiness. You won't believe what toy it is. Mowgli's absolute favorite toy is his ball. Whenever he plays with this toy, it almost looks like he's smiling. Mowgli and his toy ball are now practically inseparable. As soon as Mowgli's old enough, he will be integrated into a group of rescued sloth bears. In the meantime, Mowgli has been slowly socializing with many of the sloth bears through the fence that separates them. And even though Mowgli is doing a lot better since the incident, he, unfortunately, will never be released into the wild. This is because sloth bears typically stay with their mothers for the first 2 years of their lives. Without his mom to guide him, Mowgli would not be able to make it in the wilderness. Unfortunately, this adorable sloth bear hasn't managed to learn the necessary survival skills to make it. Despite not being able to make it in the wild, Mowgli is being taken care of in the best ways. In the sanctuary, Mowgli will live a full and happy life amongst other rescued sloth bears. Despite being hand-reared by our staff, Mowgli remains a wild bear at heart, and is truly in his element when he's left outdoors with all its exciting smells and sounds, Sandilia said. Everyone at the sanctuary is so pleased with Mowgli's amazing progress. Watching Mowgli make such a remarkable recovery and grow more confident by the day is truly encouraging. We're glad to be a part of this lovable little bear's rescue and rehabilitation journey.